Hey, here's some weird and disappointing news. Peter Dinklage had to come out and urge fans of Game of Thrones to stop abandoning and adopting Huskies. Well, first of all, it's adopting and then abandoning them. It'd be hard to abandon a husky.
That would actually be a good thing.
People like, leave it alone.
Yes.
Just leave the husky alone, do not adopt it. So the reason why apparently people are doing this, fans of the show, is because huskies resemble the fictional dire wolves. I don't watch Game of Thrones. So I don't know what that is, but according to Peter Dinklage, who I respect very much as an actor, this is a problem. He spoke with PETA, and this is according to PETA. Adoring viewers are buying the dogs from pet stores and breeders, often naming them after their favorite characters. Then, after realizing how much work and commitment are required to care for them, dumping them at shelters, already bursting at the seams with homeless dogs. So Dinklage did release a statement saying the following: not only does this hurt all the deserving homeless dogs waiting for a chance at a good home in shelters, but shelters are also reporting that many of these huskies are being abandoned, as often happens when dogs are bought on impulse without understanding their needs. Now, I know this is sort of a strange story, but it's actually not the first time that people have been inspired by animals in movies or television shows and decided to make a commitment that they could not follow through on when it comes to adopting a pet. We see this with 101 Dalmatians, Beverly Hills, Chihuahua, Legally Blonde, Men in Black, and also, as Sophie astutely pointed out, clownfish in Finding Nemo, which I believe we talked about on this show. So, as I said at the top, this is weird and disappointing because you would hope that people would be smarter about the sort of lives they can provide a pet before adopting a pet, but I guess not.
How big is this problem? I can't even believe how big it is.
Well, okay, so first of all, this information is coming from PETA. So PETA has a vested interest in reporting all animal news, whether big or small. So bear that in mind. This isn't.
They do, but like,
do I think this is widespread? No. Okay. Do I think that people have done this? Absolutely.
Yes.
There's got to be a foundation for this if they're reporting on it, and it is their responsibility as an animal rights organization to speak out on even the littlest of things, because animals do not have voices, and we have to be their voice for them and advocate for them to be treated humanely. I hate the people that do this. Like, how do you impulse buy a freaking husky? How do you even do that? They're expensive to begin with. That's one.
And like, it's a freaking husky. Don't you read about it?
Right. So So one, it's expensive. Two, they are a trying breed of dog, to be sure. They are a very smart breed of dog.
They need a lot of exercise.
A lot of exercise. They're highly pack bred. So it's not an apartment dog. It's not a dog that you have around your apartment for your cool Game of Thrones themed photo
I have seen a lot of huskies more recently though. In LA at least.
Yeah, so this is a question that I was asking myself reading through this story. I recently, you guys may know, I recently adopted a dog whose name is Willie Nelson, not to brag. And when I got him, I went to the West LA Animal Shelter, shout out to them, because that's where I got Casper, that's where I got Willie, and I think they do a great job. I noticed, usually it's all pit bulls at the shelters because people, there's a huge stigma surrounding bully breeds. And there were 2 or 3 huskies in the shelter when I went to go get Willie.
Really?
And I thought that was strange, because when I went to go get Casper 4 years ago, I suppose, there weren't any. It was almost all pit bulls. There might have been sort of a German Shepherd mix, but there were 3 like big huskies that were there in the shelter.
Growing up, it was always like a very desired breed of dog, and it wasn't easy to find a husky.
I think it's because they do look like wolves.
Yeah.
And there's sort of a cool factor to that, I suppose.
Yeah.
It is strange what breed of dog, as time goes on, is deemed to be cooler or trendier than others.
I wanted an Alaskan Malamute for a long time, and then I read about them, and they're incredibly difficult dogs to take care of. You need to have a home and a yard, and you need to give them a lot of exercises, and huskies are very similar to that.
Yeah.
Don't be an irresponsible dog owner.
Yeah, Pop Trigger approves this message. Do not be an irresponsible dog owner. But we want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. Have you actually heard of this happening before? Do you have any friends that have adopted a dog as inspired by a TV show or a movie? Perhaps they had successful results. I don't know, we'll talk about it in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and we will see you next time on Pop Trigger.